bathroom or not.
The power of a complete breakfast. Hello everyone, this is the 100th episode of TikTok Tuesday. I wish I could say this feels like a milestone, but it doesn't. 100 episodes of life-wasting slop. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, because I'm not sure I have, but you know what? The slop must flow. So let's carry on.
Come, let's reject 50 plus boys on my hinge with little to no explanation.
Why?
Here with the intention of bringing you flowers every time we meet. Yeah, no thanks. Heard that a bunch of time. Liked your photo. Does not catch my attention. You need to put in a little more.
No.
Some cool lines to make your parents fall in love with me. Bhai,
Why
usse pehle mujhe to set kar le. Liked your photo. Doesn't make the cut for me. If being adorable was a crime, you'd be serving a life sentence. Yeah, but
all these people messaging her and she's just like, nope.
Would have a clean record all throughout. You are simply adorable with effortless beauty, but bhai, you're not.
I understand the
Again,
black pill
like
now,
your
guys.
photos straight up get rejected because it's like even below bare minimum, it does not even make me
Wow.
look at your pictures.
Okay. Listen, guys, I know everyone uses dating apps, but like, do not use dating apps. It is such a fucking doom-pilling experience. There's only a few girls, there's shit tons of guys, and yeah, you do end up with people like this. Have some value, have some self-respect, get the fuck off the dating apps, work on yourself as a person. There's other ways to get girls. Don't subject yourself to this shit. Holy fuck.
Here we are at my official dating profile request.
Oh my god, this is like the dating episode of TikTok Tuesday?
42. I am a
Okay.
relationship anarchist. I am
Wait,
on the lookout for somebody
what?
who right now who I'd be able to call and say, hey, get in the passenger seat and let's go fuck some shit up. Because right now,
What's a relationship anarchist?
What is happening are we are
Oh my
being
god.
occupied by ICE agents who
Okay.
are, of course I couldn't get this on what is happening here.
How does this relate to you wanting a boyfriend? Or a relationship anarchist partner?
Kidnapping people from their homes, not just from their homes. They are going to schools.
Can you put on suspenders, lady?
They are going to churches.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I don't like ice, but
Which I'm not gonna lie, I'm not surprised about.
this person sounds unhinged.
We all know Target, right? So if that's you, if you're interested in fucking some shit up, if you're not afraid of a woman who can speak her mind,
Okay.
if you're interested in sitting in a side seat, message me. We got shit to do.
So I know, like, a lot of right-wing guys would be like, well, all the eggs have dried up, Stefan Molyneux syndrome, she's gonna be forever alone, all that shit. But you know what? She's pretty decent looking. And if for some reason you were just like a cucked beta subby guy, and you wanted a girl to just stomp all over you, it seems like she shouldn't be into that. And I know there's at least a couple of you guys out there, so don't worry, bros, there's hope for you yet. You 5'2" femboy types, you're like 22 years old, male puberty hasn't hit yet, and you want a MILF dommy mommy to walk all over you. Here's the lady for you.
My grandpa was a racist, and
Okay.
when I was 17 years old, my mom told him that he better get over it because his granddaughter was likely going to marry a black person. My
Why?
grandfather disowned me. He did not speak to me again until the day that he died. But
Did you marry a black
he
person?
forgot to write me out of the will, and I got $5,000.
Okay.
Here is to breaking generational curses and fuck racism.
Okay. Here's what I don't understand, though. Why did your mom think that you were going to be dating or marrying a black person? Like, there's no problem with that. Date whoever you want. But why did she assume that about you? That's a little bit weird, isn't it?
Have you ever gotten a Snapchat from a girl?
Nope. Anyway, watch this.
Oh, wait, shit. Copyrighted music. Oh, he's on fire. Dude. So that guy got, like, half the advice right. He said straight up he's not on an app. The other half of the advice, though, is work on yourself. And blowing yourself up doesn't necessarily qualify.
Behind, I guess, huh?
Oh, yeah, I've
What
seen
number?
this.
12 billion.
Rubio
How
hands
much?
from a private
12
note. Trump news it
billion?
out.
Well, it's a good write-off.
Like,
It's already been
don't
written
read
off.
this. All right, thank you. You'll make it back one
There's
way or
the
the
private
other.
note.
You're all going to
Don't
do
read
very
it.
well.
Don't
I think
read
we're
aloud,
very
Trump.
Well. Marco just gave me a note. Go back to Chevron. They want to discuss something. Go ahead. I'm going back to Chevron. Thank you, Marco.
Was there a question, Mr. President?
Yes, go ahead, Marco. What are you saying here?
What are you saying?
Mark,
I don't fucking know what's going on. God, that's so fucking funny. Marco's just like Trump, trying to do it quietly. Trump, stop talking about this. Go back to Chevron. And then Trump's just like, oh, Marco just handed me a note. I'm going to read it. So fucking stupid, dude. Okay, what's going on here, goth chick? Oh no. Oh, I've done that before. Oh, fuck. Yep. Oh my god, dude. Oh, I've done that, I think a few times when I was younger, you know, standing on the bed. Oh, I can feel it. The memories are coming back to me, like, right now. What were you even trying to do, though? Like, what was the purpose of the video before you got your dome caved in?
Excuse me? Would you rather have $1,000 or have someone gay lose their Wi-Fi?
Have someone gay lose.
You know what? Fuck you. I'm on a wired connection. This is a computer right here I'm recording from, not a phone. Still, though, good memes, good memes. Hey, let's talk about politics. Okay. I don't want to talk about abortion or Israel. And so she deletes all of it. Okay, yeah. It is hard to mix dating and politics, isn't it? You keep hearing horror stories about people who get together but like their political views are not aligned at all, and it causes problems. I actually have no idea how you'd navigate that situation, you know? It's not a problem for me, but it almost seems like you can't even reconcile the difference, you know?
Not all men.
Not all men.
Yeah, but if I gave you a box of cookies, and I told
this
you
is
that
the
some of them
M&Ms or
were made of
Skittles bowl.
shit instead of actual cookie dough,
Yeah.
you'd be wary of the entire box, right?
Okay, so this is true, fair enough, but this person would never say the same thing about black people. Because it's the same logic. Obviously not all black people, but are you going to be wary of the entire box of cookies because there's some bad ones in there? The reason this is stupid is because it actually applies to every single demographic. Women, men, black people, white people, any race really, any ethnicity, any sexuality. Every group has some bad apples, and to be wary of the entire group because of those bad apples is a choice you are making.
Not all men. Yeah, well, not everybody in your neighborhood is a thief, yet you still lock your doors at night.
Sure.
Not all men. Yes, but if you were swimming in the ocean and you saw a shark, you're getting the fuck out of the ocean.
Of
It
course,
doesn't
yes,
matter
obviously.
if it's highly unlikely for you to ever get bitten by a shark. You're not going to wait and see if it attacks you. You're getting out of the ocean.
Yep.
Not all men. Yes, we know. We understand that not every single individual man on this planet is a sexual predator.
Yep.
However, sometimes women generalize men to protect themselves. When nearly 1 in 5 women in the United States have been raped, and 96% of those women report that they were raped by men, it's not unfair of us to be cautious.
And you can be cautious, but really, if we're going to start playing the statistics game, you know that lesbian relationships are the most abusive ones, right? Like, per capita, there's more abuse in a woman-woman relationship than a man-woman one. The issue, ultimately, is that people who think like this person, they're not even necessarily wrong. It's just that their conclusions don't naturally stem from their observations. The observations are correct. Like I said, there's always some bad apples. But if that's your logic, then go be a hermit on top of the mountain or something and never interact with another human being for the rest of your life. That's the best way to be safe from them. Oh my god, why is this one in the pile? This thing's like 5 years old. Ah, well, this is the dating TikTok Tuesday, so fuck it, we'll cover it. I might even use it in a previous video too, but, let's go.
If you're cis and you won't date trans folks, you're a transphobe.
No. But even if the answer is yes, all you're doing is making transphobia seem more reasonable, which you probably shouldn't be doing.
Now, if that made you mad, maybe it's your prejudices that you need to probe.
I'm not mad about it. At all.
No matter the reasons you've got, you're reducing us to when we disrobe.
You are not owed sexual consent from anybody just because you like them. Which is why, by the way, when this TikTok came out like 5 years ago, everyone called this person a rapist. Because this is kind of rapey, isn't it? Even if you get sexually rejected for being trans. And even if that's shitty or mean or cruel or whatever, people absolutely have the right to be prejudiced in their sexual lives. Like, if a white person says, I will never date a black person, there's probably some racism in there. But you know what? They have that right. This is not the same kind of thing as, like, discriminating for a job or an apartment. Who you consent to have sex with is a different type of thing. And in fact, if you're monogamous, you are highly discriminatory. You discriminate against the entire human race in favor of one other person. So this argument just doesn't track here.
And that kind of thinking ain't sophisticated. It's more like microbes. I know
Also, you suck at
think
singing.
you've got good reasons, maybe you do.
But then don't worry about it if we do.
Hard to heal, I'd never say that that isn't true.
Wait. Trauma. So that's kind of interesting, right? This person is saying if you won't sleep with trans women, it's trauma causing that. Your sexuality is trauma. That's an incredible admission, isn't it? You know, it's usually right-wingers who say that, like, people who are gay or trans are that way as a result of trauma. And that's not necessarily true. I'm sure it's true in some edge cases, but I personally don't believe it's true for most of them. But this person, in their attempt to be hyper-woke, has come back around to the exact same logic as the right-wingers.
But transphobia is transphobia, and you won't get a pass when we're through.
Wait, through with what? Your evolution?
Human beings, not sex organs.
It didn't happen.
Lesbians, I'm talking to you.
Now that's the interesting part here. So this person says cis lesbians, right? Whenever I've seen this video reposted on the internet, or like, you know, you see it used sometimes in like It's a Gundam's videos or something. And don't get me wrong, I like his content sometimes. But there's always this kind of assumption that this individual is meaning cis men. Like these are trans women who want to sleep with cis men and be treated as women. And cis men don't date them, and that's transphobia. But in actuality, she's talking about cis lesbians. Now, by the way, lesbians also have the option to say no. They can also consent. And it's also reasonable for them not to be into trans women as well. But it is funny that the context this person is reposted in all the time on the internet is in the context of her wanting to sleep with cis men, even though she actually doesn't. She wants to sleep with cis women. Doesn't really change the calculus of any of this. I just thought it was funny. Why is she like this? She's driving the car, dude. She can't, like, do that while she's driving the car. Oh, this song got copyright, goddammit.
You've changed.
What? I'm your sister.
Oh my god. Now that was a fucking twist I didn't see coming. Holy shit. Okay. You got me, TikTok. Good job.
No one lies in order to
like on-campus debates.
You can't falsify that.
Who cares?
Like what?
Yeah,
like,
no one's talking to you. Shut up.
Why would someone
excuse me?
Base.
You're excused, ho.
Why would someone lie to be trans when there's such a massive stigma
Oh my
and
God.
like you risk like being murdered and being
Wait, hold on. Wait. He's a Christian too. What does that matter? Okay, this is just like a normal video I was reacting to, but now my mind's gonna blow. I'm just gonna play it again real quick, okay? So we obviously got like a right-wing guy. He's on campus. He's debating people on campus. You see it all the time. You know, Charlie Kirk did this all the time. All these guys do this. And here's that first exchange.
No one lies in order to like.
You don't know that. You can't falsify that.
And so that first exchange is, I don't know what they're talking about. Maybe it's abortion or something, but basically he's making a claim. The host of the show is saying you can't falsify that. So there's an exchange happening here. Okay. And then
Who cares?
Like what?
Yeah,
Like,
No one's talking to you. Shut up.
then she tries to butt in with who cares, which by the way is not actually a rebuttal to whatever conversation they're having. She's obviously not engaging in the debate, and then she fucking loses it, which is just hilarious.
why would someone
excuse me?
Excuse me. You're excused, ho.
Why would someone lie to be
And the guy just like keeps on talking, and then she's like stunned. Oh my god, how dare he say that to me? It's like, well, you know what? You're here interrupting. You're obviously not being polite. Why should he treat you with politeness? Even if you disagree with this guy's views, I probably do too. You're not adding to the discourse, you're taking away from it. And then this shocked look on your face, like, yeah, you had this coming.
Why would someone lie to be trans when there's such a massive stigma and like you risk like.
And I guess she still thinks this is high school or something, because she turns to her friend and then begins talking about the host of the show as if he's not there, which is what like catty high school bitches do. It's like low-level rudeness, you know? But he doesn't care. He's just gonna keep going on. He's getting his content. He doesn't fucking care. In fact, even though the debate continues between the two guys, this side exchange she is having, showing how ridiculous she is, becomes the new content, you know? But then here's what really made me rethink this whole thing. Just listen.
Risk like being murdered and being
the whole he's a Christian too. What does that have to do with anything? Anything at all? So there's this belief among, let's say, like left-wing young college atheists that Christians are these, you know, upstanding moral people. They're supposed to be these upstanding moral people. They're, you know, they're high on their own supply kind of thing. While these modern left-wing atheist people, they're not moral. They're not immoral. They're just amoral. They view morals as kind of being like this old, outdated inheritance from their past that everyone should be liberated from. You know what I mean? And so when they see him acting in like a rude manner, which by the way is immoral on some level, and then she says he's a Christian too, oh my god, what she's actually saying is he's a moralist, therefore he shouldn't be acting immorally, even though of course they themselves are acting immorally as well. It basically shows they don't understand Christianity, they don't understand morality, and they don't even understand what kind of conversation is being had right now, or their part in it. Now this guy looks familiar. I think I covered some of his videos before, and I have a vague recollection that this guy, he's not playing a character. He actually is this woke. Like, this isn't a parody. Sometimes you can't tell, you know? Let's see what he has to say. Does your wife's boyfriend enjoy these videos?
Well, first of all, I don't have a wife. I have a spouse. They're non-binary, and we don't use gendered language in this household.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I'm already at the point where I'm like, is this guy trolling me? But he's not. He's legit.
Their partner is also non-binary and doesn't use gendered language, so...
Okay.
Yes, to answer your question, my spouse's partner does enjoy these videos.
Are they both girls, though?
My spouse's partner and I are very good friends. I've known them longer than my spouse has.
Do you fuck them too?
Me, my spouse's partner, and my spouse's partner's partner.
Oh god, the
were all in
polycule.
Scotland not that long ago for a lovely vacation.
The foursome.
It's called ethical non-monogamy.
Okay.
Or polyamory.
Sure.
Maybe you've heard of it.
I have.
I don't know why you think this is an insult in any way, shape, or form.
So, here's the reason why it's an insult, okay? It's the same kind of insult as when people call you gay. If you're actually gay, being called gay is not an insult. Now, they might mean it insultingly, like, haha, you're gay. But also, oftentimes, at least for my generation, gay was just used to mean something bad, right? Like, oh, that's gay. There was certainly a lot of teasing back then, but actual hatred of gay people, you know, the 2000s when I was in high school, not actually that common. The reason that people use the whole wife's boyfriend thing as an insult works in the same logic as using gay as an insult. It's something outside the norm, therefore you're making fun of you for being outside the norm. And if you aren't outside the norm, maybe that's insulting to you. But if you are actually outside the norm, then things actually function a little bit differently. However, you know what? I think this guy actually knows all of this. And he's simply saying, I don't know why you think this is an insult as a defense mechanism. Because that is a common defense mechanism for this sort of thing. Maybe I'm getting too deep into the TikToks today, you know?
Listen, just because your sense of masculinity is so fragile that it would lose out to tissue paper and durability test, doesn't mean mine is.
I'm secure in my masculinity. I let my girl fuck other guys is definitely quite the take. But of course, we actually don't know if they're guys or not. Like the whole non-binary thing, that's not really a thing, let's just be honest here. So this guy could be with a man or a woman, and his man or woman could be fucking other men or women. Who knows? My point is that while yes, for some rare people, having an open relationship or multiple partners, whatever, can actually work, for most people it doesn't. And there's definitely this trend of the ethical non-monogamous looking down on people who are just monogamous. It's like, oh, you can't do what we do, therefore we're superior. That does happen sometimes. But more importantly, wanting to be in a monogamous relationship does not mean that you have, like, fragile masculinity or something. In some cases it can, but in most cases it doesn't. Most people actually just want their relationships to be kind of special. They want them to be exclusive, you know? Like, this is a thing that's only for me and the other person and nobody else. Nobody else gets to see this part of me. Nobody else gets to do these things with me. These are moments just for us, and the entire world is shut out. There's a comfort in that space that I'm not sure that people who are engaged in polyamory fully understand. And it's not evil to want that as well, or it doesn't mean that you're fragile or something. It's a very normal human desire. Oh, Magnum Con. This guy's going on a date. Wait a minute. Maybe he's not going on a date. She's trying her best not to laugh. Look at her face. She's trying her best not to laugh, dude. Oh my fucking god, dude. Okay. I think that's the end of the old dating train today, guys. This was a fun one. Happy 100th TikTok Tuesday. And I guess 100 more to go. Fuck.